Hello and welcome to What Map, the map review show for Cities Skylines. There are tens of thousands of maps in the workshop now, and so finding the right one for your next build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review one, using our 5-star rating for aesthetics, detail and gameplay potential, awarding only the very best the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to Friday's What Map. Now today we're going to have a look at a creator we have covered in the past, but they didn't cover themselves with glory. That was Edgewater Bay and it was fairly weak. Today's map, though, looks a lot better. It's Annotin Bay by Sadie1373. First of all, that thumbnail, glorious. The top-down view looks pretty damn good as well, if I'm honest with you. Let's check those resources. Okay, alright. They're resources. Let's see what we require, shall we? Well, there's no DLC required for this map, so there's a good news for those that want to play without the DLC. We're using See the Valley 4K and Rain Day. Network extensions 2 is required, unlimited trees is required, quite a few little props and assets, including things like the picnic pavilion, public restroom, river reeds. Well, these things, I hope they're well used, okay? It can be a concern when you see these kind of props and assets and you think, hang on, are they actually going to be used sufficiently? Well, we've got the road separating there. I know it happens in real life, usually because of some sort of geographical feature. I'm suspecting that that was ancient woodland and they weren't allowed to, they didn't get the planning permission to cut through it. I'm suspecting. I'm making that up, of course. Now we're coming down to something interesting. It's our feature. It's our public restrooms and picnic pavilions, nice little laybys. The thing is, I don't think it's very interestingly done. I mean, it's nice to see an effort has been made, okay? And it's not the worst bit of detailing I've seen, but honestly, I think this map would have been just as good without it. And so what I'm going to suggest is we ignore it. A little bit glitching there as we hit the intersection, but we'll just ignore that. These things happen and can be easily tidied up with Surface Painter and stuff. And then this intersection I didn't like at first glance. It just looked clumsy, but the more I look at it, the more I like it. So what we'll do is we'll just say that I'm being a grumpy old man and we will accept it, because I can't see anything actually wrong with it. And like I say, the more I look at it, the more I like it. One or two minor slope problems that might be a little too steep for real life. Now we get to this bridge, we're not going to cross it. We're going to go a different route across that river, okay? We're going to go a different route. Down here, under this bridge. Now this bridge, I don't know if this is too low. It's very hard for me to tell without any traffic running down here. And what I'm going to have to do in future episodes is get myself a prop of a truck and then push the prop through it and see whether it clips. That's the plan. I didn't have time or the inclination to do it for today, but in future I will be. So beware, future map makers. Anyway, there's a start square, by the way. It's not the start square, but it's a start square. And over here is the start square. On the peninsula, lots of trees around you, and the river's not too far away. And look again, here. Seems very low to me. Hard to say for certain. If we go down to street view there, it's hard to say for sure. I'm suspecting it's too low, but I can't prove it without the prop or flowing traffic. So I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt. Anyway, there's our bridge over there that we didn't go across. And we'll carry on along this highway, shall we? Why not? I'm going to say the highway works pretty good. No grumbles at all with the highway work. Everything's done very nicely. Liking the forestry work on either side there. No problem with the bridges, but there shouldn't be. And into the fog. Rail time. Now, what we got? We got this. Look at this river. These rivers are nice. Like I say, possibly a little bit too straight, but we're not talking about rivers yet. We're talking about rail. And we're getting down towards this factory, and look, we've got an old goods yard here. It's all overgrown. We've seen this before, but this is not operational goods yard. I probably would have chosen different weeds, etc. for the overgrown goods yard, the rails and stuff. But it doesn't actually connect up with the main line, so there's going to be no trains running over that. That is aesthetics only, and I would say that's not bad work. I just would have chosen different weeds to overgrow the rails personally. Right, onwards and upwards and through and across, and across there's that little bridge that might be too low, maybe. And through the forest, thick, lovely, lush forests, and clumping of similar sort of trees together and blending them in together nicely. Oh, that's not bad forest work, tapering out as we get to the edge of the forest. And then there's that second bridge there. A little bit of glitching on the underside there. I didn't notice that, but once again, very difficult to do anything about it. And you only notice it if you're really going under the bridge. Not much to say. It's a railway line, and it's just following a sensible route. Probably would have been nice to see another highway connection or another rail line as well. But honestly, no problems with this. It's asset review time. Now we're back down to the first person camera, which is a little bit glitchy at best. I've edited and chopped and cropped this little clip that you're about to watch as much as I can, but it enables us to get down to hopefully have a closer look at those things there. That's the ATM Pack by Accapulco, and what you do is you use Move It and basically push it into the building. You can stand them alone if you want to as well, and they're very nicely detailed. I like them. That's the ATM Pack by Accapulco. That's today's asset of the day. Boom boom. Onwards. Shipping route. Not really much to say. It's one route that goes around the coast. Just when you think it's going out, it comes back in, and there you go. That's it. Water flow. Really good. No problems at all with water flow. This is the first of those rivers. Good fast flowing water. Plenty of places that you can offload your sewage. If we go upstream, look, it's all good upstream as well. And there is a second river. Shall we have a look at the second river? Shall we do it? Oh, go on then. There you go. Guess what? Exactly the same. Good water flow running down. Now those rivers, like I say, they seem a little bit straight for my liking in terms of realism. But if you come down to ground level, it's kind of disguised. Not kindly disguised. Kindly disguised. Oh my goodness me. It's kind of disguised. It's arcing around just enough to like take your mind away from the fact that they're pretty straight. Okay, and there's the other river. Now this river does have a major split in it. The other one has a split in it as well, but this one does have a split here, which we'll follow that one up in a second, just for the sake of looking, you know. So anyway, yeah, no waterfalls, but sort of rapids and things like that going on. Quite nice. And then over here, this is the other one. The riverbanks are all pretty nicely done. There's a little bit of variation and a little bit of rock detailing on some of them. But one or two drowned trees. I actually don't have a big problem with those. They could easily. There's one or two, and it could be an oversight. It could be a detailing problem, but I don't know. There's so few that it could actually just be intentional. There's another one there. And then off towards that mountain there. Right, so then we move on to the important stuff. Where the map can fall down. It's the terrain work. Well, it's pretty good. It's not perfectly flat. There's some undulation. And then you've got these mountains to look at as well. And this is a particularly good one because it's right in the middle of a flat plain, so you can really look at the features and the details on this. Nice rock work on the outside. This is so easy to overdo or underdo, and I think that's very good rock work on the mountain there. Yeah, another few ground trees here now. Yeah, and these are those river reeds. It's the only place I could find them. And honestly, I think if you're only going to use them in one little island like that, I probably wouldn't have bothered at all. So, Yes, kill the river reeds and kill the picnic area. But other than that, yeah, pretty good sound work. And like I say, it looks really good. Loads of build plane, loads of flat areas. Let's head towards those mountains proper. See if we can get into them. Yeah, you can get into the foothills definitely. Oh look, just look at the rubble work there. It's very good. Maybe you can get up here as well. Nice little village here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at this. Thumbnail. Thumbnail. That's where we're going for the thumbnail today. Very nice. Very pretty. Oh my goodness. Watercolour time. Get your paints out. Beautiful. Right. Okay. Done that. I've had my moments. And then, like I say, the mountains on the outside, in the fog, I'd say they are there for decoration only, but they have been well done. So that's, yeah, I can't fault them. I mean, are they ultra realistic? Probably not, but I like them. I think they look really good as backdrop. Okay, let's give this thing some scores. Aesthetically, it's quite nice. I'm not sure if the rainy day LUT is the most attractive one they could have gone with, but I think the mountain work is really good. The fields, yes, they're painted with resources, but they do look good, and I'm going to give this 4 stars. Detailing, there are some problems, like those bridges, are they too low? Who knows? That picnic area, is it rubbish? Yes it is. River reeds, do we really need them there? No we don't. But overall, it's actually really good detailing, so 4 stars. Gameplay potential, actually, there's quite a lot here. Once you delete that picnic area, sorry I'm going on about it too much, and maybe get rid of the river reeds or replace them, who knows. I think you've got a very solid sound map here, and this is definitely worth 4 stars from anybody. So that's Annotin Bay by Sadie1373. 4s across the board, and you know what that often means? Yep, the BonBonB seal of approval. Well done, Sadie1373. That is a much, much improved map on Edgewater Bay. Now don't forget, there are loads and loads of maps you can look at. I've got over 200 now. The map link is down there in the description, so go and have a look at that now. Well, thanks for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, and I'll see you tomorrow for one last map, and I'll see you then. Bye.